Isn't he just wonderful? Imagine, giving up his own time, inviting us into his own apartment. No college professor does that.
We'll see.
We'll see. What's that supposed to mean? No, wait. I'm not surprised to hear that from you at all.
And just what the hell is that supposed to mean?
You're a suspicious person. That's what I mean. Here, Phil is taking time out of his...
Oh, so it's Phil already, is it? I still call him Professor Grouber. But then again, I'm not as familiar with him as you.
See, that is exactly what I mean. You are trying to imply that Professor Grouber and I have something...
Don't you mean Phil? Or is it Phil, baby?
Please don't ruin this. I thought it would be a wonderful experience for us to take this course together, giving each other support. Now, give me a kiss and stop all this crazy talk.
I wish I could feel the same way as you about this, but I just hate the feeling that we're in competition with each other to see whose play Professor Grubby likes better. And besides, what is so damn special about him that his approval is so important anyway?
If you had taken as many other worthless playwriting courses as me, you'd appreciate the fact that he actually seems to know the elements that go into a successful play. He's had his own plays produced all over the country, and in addition, he's just so encouraging. He actually wants us to get our plays produced.
I think he actually wants to get into your pants.
I know what this is about. You're jealous because he liked my play more than he liked yours.
Oh yeah, I can see why Professor Phil Baby loved it. Ashley, the woman, the wanton bad girl who goes to India to be cleansed of her sins and finds love in a leper colony. That writes her best-selling memoir holding a pencil in what's left of her gnarled hands. God, half the audience lost its dinner.
Don't complain. You're not the one Grouber made clean up the mess.
That's right. He ought to give you a supply of rubber gloves and a gallon of Mr. Clean on your first date.
We are not going to date. Believe me. I'm just here to get the benefit of his experience in the theater.
And his contacts. Don't forget that.
Well, that too. But look, I can't help it if he happens to find me attractive. And probably it's type.
Oh, as opposed to me being his type. I don't sit with my legs spread wide apart in class.
That is disgusting. Besides, I told you I was warm. There's not much ventilation in that room.
Oh. You were about to hear lashes at him so fast you nearly whipped up a tornado.
You have to stop thinking that way. Besides, he really liked your play about the woman who has to go to Florida to sell her dead father's house.
And you think he liked the part about Pickles? The pet alligator living in the basement?
He loved Pickles.
And I just love a little coleslaw, too. Maybe you brought me a pastrami sandwich?
Yes. Professor Grouber, I did. I thought you might be hungry.
Thank you, my dear. You're only a piece of Junior's cheesecake away from an A in the chorus. Oops. Last time I did that, my dog nearly bit a hole in my leg trying to get to the sandwich. I had to throw it out. The dog, not the sandwich. That Grouber is a car. Better put this in the fridge. Oh, then I look for your marvelous plays. I have them in there somewhere.
I have been wondering all night where that smell was coming from. I can't believe you did that.
Lisa, you can learn a lot from me about getting ahead in this world.
Thanks for the tip. I'll give my boss at work a fat hot dog and sauerkraut during our next evaluation.
Why do you have to argue with me every time? Shh, he's coming back.
That's the one place I didn't think of looking for your plays. The refrigerator. Oh, Grouber must be sleepwalking again. So, let's As you charming ladies know, I will be soon choosing the play to be presented in our showcase next month.
And will your good friend, the producer, Harrison Phipps, be in the audience this year too?
Every year, Harrison. Now he's a Harrison. Eschel is too ethnic for him? In New York, too ethnic? My old stickball buddy from Williamsburg, back before it became fancy schmancy to live there. Every year he comes to watch a new play by an aspiring, I said aspiring, not perspiring. Maybe that too, playwright. And you remember what happened to last year's play? It went straight from Gruber's showcase to
To a 6-month run on Broadway.
And do you know what that talented lady who only last year was my student is doing now?
Yes. She's a writer on that hit TV show Hot Flashes about the girl crime scene reporter.
And so, from Gruber's classroom to a career in show business. Not bad, huh?
Oh yes, Professor, you're wonderful.
Oh, please, please, it is not just Gruber who's wonderful. It is also you lovely ladies with your brilliant plays. And it's going to be Gruber's most difficult decision yet, deciding which play will be in the showcase. And do you know why?
Because we're both so talented.
Because you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings?
It is because Gruber has taught you how to sweep. Gruber's system for writing excellent and entertaining plays. Stand and deliver, ladies.
7, character, plot, conflict, resolution.
You bring a tear into my old professor's eye. Or maybe there was too much garlic in the pastrami sandwich. Gruber, sit, my students. Sit and listen. Of course, I have digested your plays, both of them. If I can only say the same thing for the pastrami. But I love them both to pieces, Lisa. Your house in Florida with the alligator in the basement. And Kathy, ooh, your leper colony of love. Ooh. If only we'd love to see a collaboration between you two. And then we could have the alligator in the leper colony. This would be theatrical magic, not seen since the days of Pumpkin. So do you two ladies think you might possibly?
Oh, no. No, not really. I've been working on my play for over 10 years, and I don't think that setting someplace like that is going to be worthwhile.
I suppose not, Professor Gruber. You heard her.
What a loss to the theatergoers of the world. And so Gruber must make a decision. Which play to put in the showcase? Which of you delicious ladies might soon be catapulted to fame and fortune? Wonderful, brilliant Kathy. Clever, scintillating Lisa. Such a choice.
Do you really think you might pick my play to be?
I'll do anything you want, Professor. Make any changes you think would be good for the play.
That's it! I've had enough. I thought we were here to support one another, but if you're so damn desperate to have him pick your play, let him. I'm dropping out. Thank you, Professor. It was really a wonderful course. I've learned so much. You'll be seeing me again. And don't expect to see me again. I'm taking a break.
If she could only get that much drama in her play, such an emotional gift.
You don't know the half of it. But now that she's out of the way, can we talk about the casting for my my play in the showcase?
Oh, the showcase, yes. Oh, perhaps your friend has had a change of heart. Ramon, what are you doing here?
I've had a change of heart, Professor Gilbert.
And so my prodigal playwright returns.
Hello, I'm Kathy. Professor Grouber picked my play to be in the showcase.
I've changed the ending of my play the way you advised. And you were right. It's just much more cathartic that way. The survivors of the plane crash in the snow-covered keeps, peaks of the Andes, hold hands and say grace before they eat the first corpse. Brilliant suggestion.
Brilliant if you insist.
You make brilliant suggestions.
And you told me
Yes.
that if I made these changes, you'd guarantee that you'd pick my play for the showcase. So, when we start about casting?
Yes, I was thinking about Musselman for the lead.
What?
Yes.
His play would about my play. He said you were going to be my play.
Hey, who is that girl? And what is she jabbering about? How can we talk about my showcase with her interrupting every minute?
But Professor Gruber, remember how much you loved my brilliant play?
Her play? Well, what are we talking about, Cooper?
Stop with the calamitizing. Gruber is thinking. I have it. A collaboration! Yeah. Instead of the Andes, the plane crashes into the leper colony. What do you think?
That's supposed to be a joke? You can't expect an artist to prostitute himself.
I don't think you were ever really serious about my play.
You know, I think that he's trying to make a fool of us.
I am so disappointed in that man.
I'd like to see him try to put on his big deal and showcase without either of our plays.
That's right, maybe he and his pal Heschel can play stickball in the empty theater.
I like your spirit. Say, are you hungry?
Famished. Let's get out of here.
After you.
Such high drama all in the same day. Ooh, it has everything I need for my next play. Emotional characters, strong motivation, such conflict. All so beautifully orchestrated by yours truly. It will be one of my masterpieces. You can just see it in the showcase. All I need now is a clever resolution. Gruber will be thinking of something. Yes. Butler's night out, I suppose I'll have to get it. Lisa, if you came back to see Kathy, she just left with,
Don't
Ramon.
mention her to me. I was waiting across the street to apologize to her, and she comes up with this young guy, and they walk into the diner down the block, and she was laughing. The bitch! So, I'm just here to see my favorite little professor. It's not too late for me to pay a visit.
Oh, well, no.
Good, because now that it's nice and quiet around here, I thought it might be a good time to read my little play.
Well, I suppose, yeah, possible.
Because this time I'm sure you'll notice all sorts of clever things about it that'll make it perfect for your showcase, don't you think?
I'm beginning to see the possibilities.
Now all we need is a place to read my play. I think the bedroom would be nice and cozy, don't you?
I think I've got my ending. Ooh, and it's a happy one. Ooh, Heschel will love it.